I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain.
But there's 10,000 extras in this movie. But how many extras do you think we paid? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Sure. I mean, what I like is that you basically, I think you sort of alluded to this earlier, that you saw an opportunity and you took it almost. I mean, writing Anno 2020 must have been, you know, a response to your own feelings about, you know, trying to make sense of the world.
Yeah.
But as like you said, as a filmmaker, you and the other people involved with it just went, well, hey, you know, we've got an opportunity to film the world in lockdown. You know, like that's sort of, you know, no filmmaker has that opportunity, do they? Do you know what I mean? If you want an empty street, it's going to cost you, you know, tens of thousands to shut down, isn't it?
Or here's an example: is going. This is really cinema verite. Is we, you know, we had one character, an African American character, Andre Doc Williams, and he was actually, and his character is a journalist in the movie. And so he's there. This is like an amazing historic. It's going to be remembered as an amazing historical event. He was there at the Black Lives Matters protest, and when the whole street in Washington D.C. was taken over in a positive way. You know, this was after the sort of rioting chaos. It was kind of like a peaceful thing, and they just renamed it Black Lives Matter. And every African, well, not every, but many African Americans were just telling their stories, which is kind of the first time they were almost taking over TV, and you know, and just getting out their stories of. And for other people, and even for myself, watching it and listening to his stories, we were seeing it. And I'll give you one example: is we were shooting just this was the latest scene in New York City, and as we were filming, several cops just came behind him, so we saw sort of the whole Black Lives Matter, I don't know, impetus or whatever you want to call it. We saw all that live on camera, and we actually caught it where cops were like behind him, and he's filming a scene like a podcast, and he's doing it over, you know, remote technology we were using. But my point is he was doing nothing wrong, but cops were just lingering around and going, wondering what he's doing or looking ready to make an arrest. And I just said to him, Andre, I just whispered like, Andre, can you just turn around and try and make this a scene? Unfortunately, I'm not sure if we can use that in the final edit or not. But my point is, we were seeing it all play out. So, but going back to the Black Lives Matter Boulevard, he was there at the event. And so instead of simulating that, we caught it for real. And we've got an actor within that. And so I find this is a fascinating way to, I don't know what you call it. I mean, it's a docudrama, is it this shape?
I was going to say, I think you've kind of created a new genre, really, because, you know, you're talking about the verite technique, which admittedly I hadn't heard that before, but using real world to recreate drama, right?
Yes.
Or create drama based on real world.
Yeah.
And then you're also, you know, then you're also asking the actors to base some of their characters on their real life experiences as well.
Yeah.
And then so combining that, and actually, can I just quickly? Yeah, I want to let you talk. I don't feel as though for the audience we've really explained. I just thought, like, this film was filmed in 17 cities, 5 countries, and 4 continents, right? And I think it's just kind of worth pointing that out.
He never stops until he gets cut, so you just
Exactly. I'll keep going. So.